tournament. Are you ready for some fun? Good, I'm choking on the fun already. It's horrible.
I know, this air is replete with fun.
Yeah, it's like a particle, and it's also a light ray.
Yes, spring is finally here, and it's a fun season.
Here? It's not. It's not here.
Not here.
But you're here, and you're here to see an amazing tournament get kicked off. We have 73 teams who entered Fighting Improv Smackdown tournament this year. It's our 8th year, and it's our biggest ever. You're going to see a match between 5 teams tonight. Then you're going to see a performance by one of Witt's company ensembles, King Bee, while we tabulate your votes. Each of you got a ballot with your program. You're going to use that ballot to vote for the 2 teams that you think are the fistiest, the most awesomest, the funniest, the most soul-broadening, whatever your personal criteria for fun entertainment is. That's the one. Yes, sassiness, that counts. Right, what else is there?
Ass-kickiness.
Ass-kickiness, yes. What else?
Nourishing. If you were like really hungry and then you saw this improv show and you were like, no, I'm not as hungry.
Yes. That's Dan's favorite criterion.
Yeah.
Awesome. So why don't we tell you who you're going to see? You're going to see 5 teams. They are...
Barely Runcible. Cubs for Cougars. The very friendly Give Me Your Wallet. Rad Dads. And finally, the Retro Session.
All right, well, let's kick this off and welcome out our first team. Please give a warm, fisty welcome to Barely Runcible.
You never remember the team that no one cheered for 10 seconds ago. We're Barely Runcible. I'm Grigor Nazarian.
I'm Chris Lash.
This is Chris Lash.
Hello, everyone.
Stanley Seiden is not here.
But that's okay. He was kidnapped.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Now.
We're done.
But we did not think he was a very good improviser, so our chances have improved a little bit. So, today is we're doing a form that we like to call Campfire, because we don't have a better name for it.
It'll work. It'll work.
You want to describe how?
Yeah, so for Campfire, we're going to tell you guys a little bit of a story. Some of it's going to be with words, some of it's going to be with things that aren't words. And we're kind of going to see where it goes.
Sure.
Does that sound right? That sounds
It's going to
good.
be improv. We're
Yeah,
going to do improv.
exactly.
Okay, can we get a suggestion of anything? Like an anything suggestion?
Anything about fireball.
Maybe a
I heard fireball from this side of the
A
audience.
fireball.
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 All right, fireball. We were all set with fireball. Thank you. So you probably haven't heard this one before, but you
Stop us if you have.
right. So it must have been what, 76, 77,
What?
77.
It was about
probably?
77 years. Yeah.
Yeah. 77 years ago, right? So we're talking like way back in the day.
Oh yeah.
We were just hanging out. I would say. Downtown Cleveland. We're hanging out downtown Cleveland. Yeah.
Downtown
exactly.
Cleveland in those days was a paradise.
It was the
Not the
greatest.
hell that it's become since.
No.
You've been to Cleveland, it's like Fallujah.
Right. Back then, though, the buildings were
Christ.
super tall. The streets were really big and
The Empire
broad.
State Building was in Cleveland at
That's
the time.
right.
Those
But
glory days.
so it's a sunny day, and
Oh.
we're hanging out in Millennium Park, which again they built like 80 years early in Cleveland because it was so
Yeah.
big. And all of a sudden things start to get a little weird, you know. And I looked at you, and I wasn't really sure what to do.
He looked at me, and I looked at the wizard that had appeared in front of us.
Right. Millennium
wizard.
Wizard.
Began to tell us a strange tale. The tale of a young boy in a kingdom, long ago. I don't know, a million years ago?
Yeah, something like that. That sounds
When there
right.
was knights and stuff.
Right,
Like a
right,
million or so years ago.
He was a young traveler. He was a journeyman. And he was not quite where he expected to be.
Oh boy. The big wide world. I've heard so many things about it from inside my thatched cottage. Is that a dragon I hear? It must be. The only animal I know about besides pigs. Jeez Louise.
trespassing in my wood.
I had no idea. I'm so sorry.
Yes, yes. Well, ignorance is no excuse.
Well, it's maybe as a general rule, but that actually is
Silence! Silence, boy!
Okay.
If you direct your attention to the oak tree behind you.
Oh, it's a nice. Is it yours?
Yes, yes.
It's the best oak.
Boy, everything in this wood is mine.
Well, this is the best.
I understand that! Which is why I chose it to inscribe the rules of the wood.
Oh, they're burned up now.
Yeah. That's because there's no rules in my wood. No rules in mine.
There were rules in Mama's house.
Yes, this ain't.
Don't leave ever. But I guess I didn't follow that one, did I?
You're far from home, boy. Quite far indeed.
And so alone. And that's how a storied friendship began.
That's right, that's right. That was a really bad way to start the friendship.
They had a rough beginning.
Yeah, but you know, you see like symbiotic relationships, you know what I mean? Like one person really needs something else in their life, somebody else really fulfills that
One
need.
was the elephant.
Yeah.
The other was the tiny birds that live on the elephant's skin
And like
and eat
Right,
the bits of the elephant.
right.
Symbiosis is what it's called.
It's like-
a
Yeah, it's like that.
Symbiosis.
It's exactly like that. So they really like fulfilled each other's needs really well. They ended up being like a pretty happy little domestic couple in some ways.
They were not romantically involved.
No, very platonic.
It doesn't
but
work. Not that there's anything.
No.
We don't have anything against human dragon romance. It's just
Let's just say the
we're old
neighbors.
men. It takes a while to adjust.
Let's just say the neighbors were kind of curious. You know what I mean? The neighbors asked some questions.
Yes.
Hank, do you see what that dragon has over there? Yeah, that boy's been living with him for quite some time now. Hank, he hides when he thinks we're looking, but I don't know what's going on.
Oh God, they saw me.
You know what I mean? Scamper off like that. I mean, I'm not one to judge, but I don't know. I really don't know.
Draculonimus, have you heard what they're saying about us?
Yes. Who is saying what?
Everybody.
Everybody. There's like 3 people in this wood. Is it Hank and Helga?
It was Hank and Helga,
Oh.
and it was crazy old Coot the Owl.
Well, he's crazy. You can discount what it is that he says. But what about Hank and Helga? What are they even saying, boy?
Mean stuff?
Mean stuff about my special guy?
I said it's weird, and I'm not feeling touchy right now.
Thank you for telling me it helps when you express your feelings.
I'm trying to be better. I don't know, maybe they're right. Maybe it's not. Maybe we've just been here too long. You know, I set out from my mom's house thinking that I really wanted to get out and have an adventure. And literally 7 minutes later, I met you and settled down and haven't left the forest since.
Are you suggesting that what we have isn't authentic? Isn't somehow meant to be?
It's not that, just I've been carrying this bag for 10 years. It hasn't gone anywhere. Maybe you can fly.
Yeah, yes, I choose not to anymore.
Well, maybe it's not a choice. Maybe you haven't been able to fly for a while. Metaphorically.
Boy, you're making me uncomfortable with this line of question.
A lot of things in their relationship were uncomfortable.
Yes.
That line of questioning first and foremost.
You're right.
Among
So,
them.
I mean, there was trouble in paradise, you know what I mean? And it wasn't
Yes.
long before the neighbors...
Paradise was the name of the forest that they were in.
Indeed.
That wasn't established before.
Yeah. But it was kind of tough for both parties, you know what I mean? And there was a time when the neighbors got really nervous, and there was a time when they weren't talking for a while. There was this like long stretch where things were just really on the rocks.
It lasted for 70 years.
70 years.
Draculonimus,
Boy.
I know we haven't spoken in a while.
What's going on?
I just can't deal with the awkwardness anymore. 70 years of silence is too many.
I suppose I agree. But what is it you wanted to say? I'm not sure I have anything to say to you yet. The last time we spoke, you said you wanted to leave. And in the ensuing 70 years of silence, you haven't gone anywhere. So I have to assume that there's something keeping you here.
I guess I just want to say, as much as I want to explore, I just always want to be doing whatever I'm doing with you.
Oh, that's the kindest thing you've ever said to me.
Certainly the kindest thing I've said in 70 years.
And you know, I suppose that as much as I like being here in paradise with you, I could explore a little more.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment, but my knees just gave out. I don't think I can walk or possibly stand or even sit anymore. I dragged you along with it. I think the time has come.
But can we at least, if we're going to go, can we at least go together?
Well, we could try. I don't think we just get to pick. I think that happens to you.
That's the beautiful part is, I do.
Yes, the truest sign of a friendship is when one friend murders the other on his deathbed so that they can die. Wait, is that the truest sign? That's one of the signs of friendship.
One of the truest
When a
signs
friend
of
murders
friendship.
his friend.
And to that point, you know, Frank, I gotta be. It's been an honor sharing these storytelling stages with you.
The honor's all mine.